Ladies, hold on, let me turn off this freaking. Alright, we're here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing here tonight on the freaking show? Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on a Friday. We are here tonight. How's everybody doing here tonight on the freaking show? Alright, man, we got some freaking NFL news, some freaking NBA news about Kyrie Irving suspension. James Click out of freaking Houston as the general manager. We got some wrestling news, potentially more stars coming back for wrestling, man. More storylines. CM Punk makes his appearance. First public appearance since the Brawl Out back in September. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know, man. Let's get started here tonight on a Friday, man. The final podcast of the week before we get into the weekend, man. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go, man. Rams head coach has told reporters today that Matthew Stafford is questionable for Sundays versus the Cardinals, but the quarterback is making a good progress. Matthew Stafford is in concussion protocol. He got placed late in the week, like until Wednesday, I think. But he is in concussion protocol. Is Matthew Stafford, so he is questionable for Sunday's game versus the Arizona Cardinals. Titans head coach Mike Vrabel ruled out Jeffrey Simmons, Amani Hooker, Bud Dupree, Zach Cunningham, and Josh Thompson have all been ruled out for Sunday's game versus the Denver Broncos. Damn. Cardinals head coach Clint Kingsbury told reporters today that whether quarterback Kyler Murray can play Sunday versus the Rams will be a game-time decision. Kyler Murray is dealing with a hamstring injury. He's been really not limited in practice this week. A lot of quarterbacks banged up this week, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Colts roll out linebacker Shaquille Leonard, tight end Jalen Woods, running back Deion Jackson, and Jeff Saturday, which will be Jeff Saturday's coaching debut versus the Raiders. So yeah, so they're missing a lot of players already. Shaquille Leonard, Jalen Woods, Deion Jackson. I think also Jonathan Taylor's hurt. So yeah, he's definitely going to be missing some pieces in his first game as head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. Will Jeff Saturday. Browns rule out linebacker Jimmy Okukamuha with a leg injury and tight end Devin Joku with an ankle injury versus the Dolphins. 3 straight days of no practice for Josh Allen. It seems like Case Keenum will start for the Bills. Damn. So that's it. Another injury, man. Josh Allen deal with an elbow arm injury. Jesus Christ, man. Cardinals offensive lineman Calvin Bunchman has been named NFL's Player Association Community MVP of the Week. Congratulations. Buffalo head coach Sean McDermott on the radio says that they are still taking Josh Allen 1 day, 1 hour, and 1 time. He said that they are going to see how the lead up to practice goes. Yeah, but it looks like he's not going to play, man. It looks like he's not going to play, man. Chargers have released former first-round pick Terry Taylor, but they can't release him officially until today, Friday, later on today, which means cannot be claimed until Monday, considering that multiple teams expressed interest in trading for him before the deadline. Okay, so Jerry Taylor will be freaking defensive lineman will be released by the Chargers today. Texans Brandon Cooks admitted to being frustrated and wanting to win. Yeah, he wanted to be traded, man. There were some rumors to the Packers, to the Cowboys, but nothing was done. Saints first-round pick, offensive lineman Trevor Penning was designated to return from the injured reserve. His 21-day practice window now has opened up. Good thing for the Saints. NFL said to be fully cooperating with the DC Attorney General Office. The AGC office has received more than 1.5 million pages of documents from the NFL. Jesus Christ, man. Again, they're freaking getting sued, I guess, by this thing, man. Steelers plays kicker Chris Balsall on injury reserve, meaning he's out at least the next 4 games. Matthew Wright is the Steelers kicker now. So they got a new kicker. Titans Ryan Tannehill has full participation in practice today, putting him on track to start Sunday versus the Broncos. So yeah, man, they definitely need Malik Malik Willis is good with the running, but he's I think he only completed like 10, 11 passes in his first 2 games as a starter. They definitely need the quarterback presence of the throwing ability of Ryan Tannehill, man, honestly, man. CeeDee Lamb has also started to recruit Odell Beckham. It was earlier this week, it was Micah Parsons, and now CeeDee Lamb has said, "That's my boy. I'm a fan of Odell Beckham. Why wouldn't you want to add more firepower to the offense?" He said it would be like my rookie year when the Cowboys had 3 number ones and Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and myself. All right, so now multiple Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons recruiting Odell Beckham to the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And then we have some freaking bad news, man. 49ers cornerback Jason Verrett tore his Achilles tendon in practice yesterday and is out for the season. This guy has had so much bad luck. I believe in the last like 5-6 years, he's torn both his right and left Achilles and both his right and left ACLs. Jesus Christ. Like, I think in 2016, he tore an Achilles. The following year, he tore an ACL. And then last year, he tore the Achilles on the other foot. Last year, he tore the ACL on the other leg. And today, so he's torn all 4. He's tore everything. He tore both of his Achilles and both of his ACLs in a matter of like 5-6 years. Jesus Christ, man. I feel so sorry. The fact this guy's still playing is unbelievable, man. Jason Verrett, man. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. I think we're done with the NFL. You know what? We can talk about the game from last night, the Falcons and Panthers game. This was not a very good game, but we might as well talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Freaking 25-15 Panthers win. This game was really bad. At one point, I believe the Panthers had 13-0. But yeah, man, this was a really bad game, man. The start of the game was pretty much Dante Foreman, the running back from Panthers, running for 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Everybody else stuck up the joint, man. PJ Walker, 10 for 16, 108 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. For Atlanta, same thing. Marcus Mariota was terrible. 19 for 30 on passing, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I don't know how the hell he had another interception, but he was rolled down. Jesus Christ, that was so embarrassing. As he's falling, he throws the ball just downfield without even looking what he's doing. It ends up getting intercepted. But the referee said, no, he was ruled down. Otherwise, that would have been a pick 6. Jesus Christ, Marcus Mariota is so bad. They got to give Desmond Ridder a chance, honestly, man. That's about it, man. I feel sorry for Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson. There's actually some talent in Atlanta, man. And they got this bad quarterback, man. I mean, I don't even know how the hell they're 4-6, honestly, man. That's how bad they are, the freaking Falcons, man. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's go to the National Basketball Association now. Let's talk about them. Kawhi Leonard went through 5-on-5 sets this morning. Team practice and progressing well, but not going to play in the upcoming game versus the Brooklyn Nets. Ty Lue says Kawhi is getting closer to return. Lue made it sound like Kawhi still has a little bit more to go before returning. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, man, dealing with, what are they calling, stiffness in his leg? So that's why he hasn't played, man. Jesus Christ, man. And then, man, a bunch of stuff about Kyrie Irving meeting with both the Brooklyn Nets owner, Joe Dice, and the NBA commissioner, Adam Silver, this week. So let's see. Kyrie Irving meeting with the suspended Kyrie Irving meeting with has met with the Nets, NBA, and NBA Player Association in recent days, and they possibly that his return to play won't come on the upcoming 4. There's still a good possibility that his return to won't come in the upcoming 4-game Western Conference road trip. And then Joe Dice, the owner, tweeted, "Me and my wife met with Kyrie Irving and his family yesterday. We spent quality time to understand each other, and it's clear to me that Kyrie does not have any belief of hate towards Jewish people or any group." Pretty interesting that he met with the entire family, not just Kyrie Irving. So it seems like they're really trying to do a background check on not just Kyrie Irving, but the entire family of Kyrie Irving to make sure they don't have any hate towards Jewish people, I guess. Let's see here, more stuff. The NBA maintains to its membership that Kyrie Irving rights and the rights of all future players have been protected at every turn. In memo, the NBA Players Association retracts to players that Irving and Union unusually conduct antisemitism and all other form of hate. Irving was suspended for a minimum of 5 games for failing to intentionally conduct and antisemitic. I don't even know how the fuck you pronounce that word. Material shared to his social media. There's skeptics Irving will be in position to return to play as soon as Sunday versus the Lakers, or perhaps even Tuesday versus but now they're saying he's not expected to be back in the next 4 days. Let's see more stuff here. LeBron James will be day to day with his groin injury. Darwin Ham said the MRI showed that LeBron James has a strained left groin of note by virtue of scheduling quick. James could take 8 days off in the next stretch and the Lakers have a lot of days off coming up. So if he takes like about a week off, he would only miss 2 days. So there's a good chance they might just sit him out for a week and have him miss 2 games. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what the hell happens. But in 2019, that groin thing took him out for like almost 2 months. So we'll see when he can come back, man. Hornets forward Cody Martin underwent an arthroscopic procedure on his left knee and will miss approximately 6 weeks. Damn, that sucks, man, for the Hornets. Let's see here, more stuff. The games LeBron James could miss would be Friday versus the Kings, Sunday versus the Nets. But then after that they have 8 days off. They don't play again until November 18th versus the Pistons. So yeah, they're saying that's the thing, that if they give them Friday off versus the Kings and then Sunday off versus the Nets, then their next game's not until November 18th. So it makes a lot of sense he's at least going to miss 2 games with this groin injury because of the way the schedule spread out. That there's only about in the next 8 days, there's only about 2 to 3 games. So yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're probably going to sit him tonight versus the Kings and Sunday versus the Brooklyn Nets. And then wait until November 18th to see how, maybe that's when they bring him back versus the Pistons. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some of these NBA games from last night, and then we'll move on to the Major League Baseball. So last night we freaking had the Wizards upset the Mavericks 113-105, man. Mavericks fans were not happy on my live stream last night. They were pissed off. Hawks beat the Sixers 104-95. Hawks beat the Sixers. Heat beat the Hornets 117-112. Trailblazers beat the Pelicans 106-195, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's look at the standings real quick. Bucks, Cavaliers, Celtics, Hawks, Toronto, Washington. Let me start again. Let me start again. Bucks, Cavaliers, Celtics, Hawks, Raptors, Wizards, Bulls, Pacers, Knicks, Brooklyn are the top 10 teams in the freaking Eastern Conference of right now. Jazz, Trailblazers, Suns, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Clippers, Mavericks, Pelicans, Spurs, Timberwolves are the top 10 teams in the Western Conference. The best team is the Milwaukee Bucks at 10-1. The worst team is the Houston Rockets at 2-10. Ladies and gentlemen, the Victor Wanabayo, the French player, the watch is on, but we'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move over to the Major League Baseball here tonight on a freaking Major League Baseball on a freaking Friday. Chris Bassett will decline the $19 million qualifying offer by the Mets. No surprise there. Seeks multiple-year deal. Should be a top salary player in free agency. Let's see here. Dodgers great Clayton Kershaw and the team are in an agreement deal through worth close to. So he has committed. He has signed with the. He has signed back with the Los Angeles Dodgers for 1 year, $20 million. Clayton Kershaw. Okay. And then we got some freaking breaking news here, man. General manager James Click and the Astros have parted ways after he declined the team's 1 year offer. Team announced the exit. Click and Astros have now divorced. As mentioned here, the 1 year offer seemed like an invitation to leave. Off his record, he should be in demand. Yep. So the Astros, he expected a bigger contract, especially after winning the World Series, and he just got a 1 year offer. So James Click decides to leave the Houston Astros. So Houston Astros, despite making all these appearances in the World Series, winning 2 of them in the last 5-6 years, are looking at their 3rd general manager. That's kind of crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That is kind of crazy how things have worked out for them. They're also, remember, on their 2nd skipper. There's potential they can get a 3rd skipper here pretty soon because of how Dusty Baker is 73 years old. Now, Dusty Baker has committed to 2023 season. But because of his age, there's a chance he might get out of there soon. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's like the Red Sox, right? When they were winning, they won the first 2 with Terry Francona, and then they won the other one with John Farrell, and then they won the last one with Alex Cora, right? They won like freaking from like 2004 to 2018. They won like freaking 4 World Series, but with 3 different general managers. Excuse me, three different managers, and Terry Francona, John Farrell, and Alex Cora. Astros have already won with 2 different general managers, Jeff Luhnow, James Click, and also 2 different managers, and Dusty Baker and AJ Hinch. So pretty interesting how they're doing it, man. Let's see here. And then the freaking Padres, man, they offer their closer a deal. Suarez, $45 million. They see him as an elite setup man who can move to closer if they can re-sign Josh Hader, who will likely command DS dollars. Suarez is expressed as hard worker and clubhouse guy. Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, Josh Hader is the closer, and Suarez is more like the setup man. But because how much money at what was it, 5 years or $100 million for Diaz from the Mets, there's a good chance that Hader's going to win the same thing, if not even more. So that's why they just say, you know what, let's just give Suarez $45 million, and maybe he can be the closer in the future, man. Let's see here, man. Yankees are interested in some Japanese player named Hawashida. So that I'm not sure because I got to look more into it. But yeah, I think what is he, a first baseman or an outfielder? I thought I got to go look more into it. Let's see here. Yankees are on base. It's an outfielder. Okay, it's an outfielder. Yoshida. He had a 447 on base percentage last season with the Japanese league. So the Yankees looking at him. If he's an outfielder, is he going to replace Aaron Judge? Who knows, man. These Japanese players are very hit and miss. You know, we have some good ones, obviously Shahani Atani, Hideki Matsui, Ichiro Suzuki. But we have a lot of guys that come in the first 2-3 months they hit. Once the league figures them out, or they just get flat out tired because I think the league over this one like 3 or 4 months where here it's like 6 or 7 months, they just get tired, all right? So we'll see how these Japanese. We'll see if he does turn out to be good. We'll see how he does here in the major leagues. Marlins are hiring John Jay as first base coach. So John Jay, a former player, is now the first base coach in Miami. Let's see here. The Dodgers have declined third baseman Justin Turner's 2023 option year. So not Trey Turner, Justin, third baseman, Justin Turner is a free agent. Both of them are free agents, actually. Both Trey Turner and Justin Turner, the shortstop and the third baseman, are officially free agents. Let's see here. The Rays declined $13 million option to Kevin Kuzmar, longtime out center fielder. So Kevin Kuzmar is a free agent for the Rays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for baseball. Let's go over to some wrestling, and then we'll call it a night here tonight on a freaking Friday. So, like I said, CM Punk, man, makes his first appearance last night in a freaking mixed martial arts event, but there was no talks about anything with AEW, anything with his bicep being torn, anything about wrestling at all in general. So it was just about the mixed martial art fights. He has been doing these since like around 2018, 2019. He has been making appearances for this promotion in mixed martial arts. So this is not something new. Even back in July of this year, he still made an appearance, even though he was with AEW. So it does not 100% mean that because he appeared last night on this mixed martial arts show, that means he's officially done with AEW, because he's been doing this for like the last 4 or 3 years, especially back in July, still with AEW, he did it. So it does not quite mean anything yet. Bray Wyatt has asked for both Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan to be rehired, to be part of his, his new character. I thought there was a report that came out a few months ago that Bo Dallas had already signed. I guess that report was false. So he's obviously Bo Dallas is in real life Bray Wyatt's brother. So he's asking for him to get hired along with his good friend Eric Rowan. So we'll see if the belief is Triple H has a lot of respect for Bray Wyatt and he really listens to his ideas. So there's a good chance Triple H there's a good chance he will re-sign these guys. We'll see, man. Strowman, man, still getting a bunch of hate for all the freaking Twitters he's been sending out, after his match, saying that, our match got 47 people to rank it 5 stars. All these little midgets, guys flipping and flopping. Look at us, man. And, Chris Jericho, Will Ospreay, Ricochet, Mustafa Ali got pissed off at him. He kind of apologized, but then the next day, he was on a trampoline jumping and he did a backflip. He's like, is this good enough, guys? So he still make fun of it. And it's reports now that he's kind of a problem backstage, that he gets to shows very late. He arrives late and he leaves early. So that's not a good sign. So he's not that professional. So we'll see, man. I mean, is it possible they can release him again? Jesus Christ. Now with, not arriving on time and leaving early to shows, and now with all this fucking shit on Twitter, like, let's see what happens, man. Bobby Roode, they're saying he's been hurt, but there's a good chance he's going to be back soon. And they're going to he's been the last, before he got hurt, he was in a tag team with Dolph Ziggler called the Dirty Dogs on Monday Night Raw. They were actually they were kind of switching from both Raw and NXT. But it looks like they're going to shift him over to SmackDown, and they're going to make him a single competitor again. So we'll see, man. We'll see if they give him back the glorious gimmick where he came out like on the freaking on a rope and everything. We'll see. Grimm from NXT, the belief is he's going to get called up pretty soon. It is pretty imminent that Grimm will be called up to the main roster. So we'll see, something to keep an eye on. Alexa Bliss says, I don't know at this point. I had like 7 different characters. I continue to evolve. We'll see what the future holds. At this moment, I'm not quite sure where I'm at. It seems like right now, she's been doing the whole tactic with Asuka. It looks like she got put in the War Games match. But, they're also been teasing, right, at Saturday and frickin' Crown Jewel, as she was doing her interview backstage, the Bray Wyatt logo appeared. And then on Monday Night Raw, as she was coming out to the ring, again, the Bray Wyatt logo appeared. So I think Lily still comes out on the Titantron when she makes her interested, but she does no longer carry the doll Lily to the ring. So we'll see where they're going with that. But it looks like they're gonna do something with Bray Wyatt. We'll see. And Alexa Bliss. Thunder Rosa, I think she got put in the Mexican Wrestling Hall of Fame in Tijuana this past week, and she pretty much said, "There's no update, guys. I still don't know when I'm gonna be back." She's been out for a while. She is the current AEW Women's Champion, but she's been out for a while, man. I think she's dealing with a back injury, so hopefully she makes it back soon. Saraya, she was on the Renee Paquette podcast, and she actually pretty much said, "I was in LA last week, and they did all the tests. They said I'm good enough to come back." They told her, yeah, start with doing a match once a month and then work yourself up. But there's a very slim chance of, if you get hit in the back, of you being paralyzed. They said you've developed enough bone there, like enough strength to have enough cushion to protect you if you were to get a hard hit. That would just kind of scare me, though. There's a slimmer chance of parallelism. Oof. But these people love it, man. I feel like all of them, all these people that coming back from injuries, there's like a slim chance this may really be really be bad. But they're like, oh, slim chance, I'm back in. So I don't know, but hopefully she's good. The AEW schedule is not as tough. They wrestle once a week. If there's a pay-per-view, they wrestle twice a week. I think she's probably not gonna do any things outside of AEW, like any indie bookies. So I think Tony I hope he's smart with her and protects her, and only have her maybe wrestle maybe no more than once a week, maybe even once a month. Maybe that can be like a special attraction, right? Oh, so right, she only wrestles on pay-per-views. I would try to protect the woman, and really don't, like I said, you don't even have to worry, because AEW doesn't have a crazy skill. Like WWE, they wrestle like 3 to 5 times a week, sometimes even more if they're like on a tour overseas. But yeah, AEW mostly, Dynamite, and if you don't wrestle on Dynamite, you wrestle on Rampage. But because they're usually filmed on the same day, you're not going to wrestle both nights. You're only going to wrestle on one show. So yeah, there's a good chance she's not going to wrestle more than once, maximum twice a week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are done with our wrestling news, and we are done with the news, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you on Monday with the next podcast. Stay tuned for the Hangout live streams at night. We will be on tonight. I might do a NFL show with Cowboys Factor. I'm not sure if that will be here on YouTube or on TikTok, but that's also something that's planned in the works here in the next few hours. But yeah, stay tuned. Maybe I'll do it here, and I feel like people really like those late night hangouts, so I don't want to do three streams. Anyways, we'll figure it out, man. Until next time, I'm out like a light. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.